Getting all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors Dynasty here on College Football 25. We have finally made it to the end of the year one season, and we're into bowl season. Well, not technically just yet. We are into conference championship week, which leads to bowl season in a couple of weeks. We have made the Mountain West Conference Championship. We went 9-3 on the year, 6-1 in the conference, and that was good enough to get us a spot in the conference championship, only in year number one, which is pretty darn impressive because in college football, year number one is the base roster. You can't make trades, you can't sign free agents, you can't do anything like that. You just got to go out there and recruit and play with the guys that the roster has given you. And we made it to the conference championship in the first year. I'd say that's pretty awesome, and we've got some pretty fun players coming in the offseason for next year in recruiting, especially that 90-plus speed wide receiver, Matthias something. I forget his last name. It's Matthias something. I can't remember exactly what his name is. We'll take a look at him probably in this episode. But we are taking on Wyoming, a team that we have not played this year. You could argue that the three losses that we have, at least one or two of them probably were avoidable. Certainly the Sam Houston loss earlier in the season was most definitely avoidable. The UCLA loss, it's whatever. It's UCLA. We're not at that level yet. We know that. And then who was we just lost a couple episodes ago to another team. I can't remember. I guess we'll take a look at the schedule. But two of those losses are certainly avoidable. And that maybe we clean that up next year. Maybe we have an undefeated season next year, or maybe 2 or 1 loss. Who knows? Hopefully it's better than the 3 losses we have this year. But I'm excited for conference championship week. I'm excited to maybe take home some hardware in our first year as the head coach of Hawai'i. That'd be pretty awesome. Because then all the recruits would want to come here because they're like, oh, this coach knows how to win football games. He won a conference championship. Maybe they sneak into the playoffs. I don't know. Probably not. That's probably a little bit too far out there. But I mean, hey, conference champion, it's hard to deny, even if it is the Mountain West. So we'll see what happens. If you go on to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go see if we can get home some hardware for Hawai'i. So here we are at Conference Championship Week. As mentioned in the intro, we are taking on the 8-4 Wyoming Cowboys. That's who we're taking on, a team that we have not played this season in conference play. We lost to UCLA. That's understandable. Like I said, it's just we're not on their level. Sam Houston getting blown out 45-14, very avoidable. Should not have happened. Then we went on a massive win streak, starting with FCS Midwest, and then we lost. That's right, we lost to Utah State because they just destroyed me for some reason. That was another unbelievable, avoidable loss. So really, we should only have the 1 loss to UCLA. We should be in a much better situation, 11-win football team. But nope, we're a 9-win team. But that still gets us conference championship play. So I guess it's good enough, maybe? I don't know. We're currently not ranked, as you can see, because there's no number next to our name. And if we go to bowl projections, we play, as of right now, before the championship game has been decided, we play in the New Mexico Bowl on Saturday, December 21st at 2:15 p.m. against Liberty. I don't want to be in the New Mexico Bowl, so we have to win this game. If we win this game, maybe we get bumped up to, I don't know, maybe a little bit more important of a bowl. Maybe something that happens on New Year's Eve. That would be more important. Maybe we're playing in a championship, a playoff game. I don't know. I just want to be in something that matters a little bit more than the New Mexico Bowl. Even though it's year number 1, I understand you can't be asking for too much. If we go to our coach contract, the history of Hawai'i has not been too great. I mean, last year before we took the job, they went 5-8, then 3-10 the year before that, 6-7, 5-4. So I mean, they don't really have a lot of that was pandemic year 2020, 5-4. But they don't really have a lot of great success unless you go back to the time of Colt Brennan and all of their good quarterbacks that they've had. A couple good quarterbacks. I forget the name of the other dude. But whatever it is, the quarterbacks. That's what we're trying. That's one of the main goals of this Hawaii Dynasty, is to try to find a quarterback that can become the next Colt Brennan and take Hawaii to those 10 win, 11 win, 12 win. I mean, look at these numbers. That I don't think this might have been Colt Brennan. He might have been a little bit earlier, early 2000s. I don't remember. No, maybe this was him. I don't know. But I mean, 11 and 12 wins. We got to get back to that, and I think we can. With a 9-win record to start. We've got a 3-year contract. Our goal was already to win 5 games. We won 9 games. So we're already off to a really good start. And the season stats, we haven't taken a look at this all season, I don't think. We got Braden Shager, who I did just watch the Hawaii UCLA game in real life that happened a couple of days ago as of recording this episode. And unfortunately, Hawaii did lose, but there was a chance. There was a chance they were leading in that game. They were going to win it. And then UCLA scores the last second. I think it might have been a field goal to take the lead at the very like with less than a minute to go or something. And Hawaii has the ball driving down, and then Shager takes an unnecessary sack with no timeouts left, and it was pretty much game over from there. So it was unfortunate that Hawaii lost that game. They probably could have won it too, which is more frustrating. But I think I'm going to become more of an avid Hawaii football fan. And more football watcher of Hawaii, because now that I have a more personal interest in these players, because I know them. I know Braden Shager. I know Steve McBride. I know Mike Alahado and all these guys. So I feel like I have a more connection instead of just watching from afar like I would normally. I don't know. But in our save, 2,800 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 16 picks. Obviously, the interceptions need to be cut down. I do throw a lot of them. It's just the name of the game when I'm playing on the controller. I just throw picks. I don't read defenses very well. I don't make good decisions. I'm bad at quarterback. I'm bad at the video game in general. So you just gotta live with that. So, and I've already come to terms with throwing interceptions. So it's not a big deal for me. It is frustrating sometimes in the moment, but it's a lot of interceptions. I gotta try to get better and cut down on those. But 24 touchdowns, pretty cool. 2,800 yards, good season. Alahado did okay on the ground, or through the air. He didn't really play too much, but he did okay. He was more of a runner, basically, as you can see by him being the second leading rusher on the team. Landon Sims was a revelation the last few episodes. 1,400 yards and 20 touchdowns, averaging 116 per game. I mean, 5.9 per carry. I mean, these are unbelievable numbers for Landon Sims. I really hope he chooses to come back for his senior season, because even though he's not the most athletic guy in the world, I talk about that every episode as well. If he was just a little bit more athletic, he'd be an all-American running back. If he chooses to come back, I think we could have something there with the combination of him and Cam Barfield, who's going to be a junior. And speaking of revelations, he was a revelation in the kick return game, which in turn led him to be getting more carries as a running back. I trusted him a little bit more, and he ended up getting 261 yards on 48 carries. Next season, I do think he'll get a few more touches than 48. But he had a good season as well on the ground. Shager had 4 rushing touchdowns. Alahado had 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tylan Hines actually got some decent carries towards the end of the year, and he's got a deal breaker for playing time. I hope he doesn't transfer. That'd be kind of annoying. I like our running back depth that we have. Receiving, obviously, Steve McBride was our stud. He was our number 1 target for most of the year. And then at the end of it, it kind of became like a mixture of Senecal and Ashlock. They kind of became my number 1 targets. Nishigaya was always a decent target, but we're going to be losing Steve McBride at the end of the year. Same thing with Nishigaya. We might even be losing Senecal to the transfer portal. Who knows? He got a deal breaker for brand exposure. So who knows what happens there. But Ashlock will be back. He's only a sophomore. Although he is a sophomore redshirt, so maybe he wouldn't go to the draft, so the only way he would leave is if he transferred, which I hope doesn't happen. And then Landon Sims obviously will come back. Taufea, I think Taufea, I don't know how to say his name. I'm going to be honest with you. He's going to come back hopefully as a sophomore redshirt, but we are going to be losing Nishigaya and McBride. More importantly, we're going to be losing McBride, who I do love, and I wish was not a senior redshirt, so that we could try to convince him to come back. But we are bringing in Matthias, which I need to learn his last name. I keep wanting to say like Matthias Fatigue, but I don't think that's his name. That's a weird name too. But we're bringing in Matthias, who has like 96 speed or something like that. That's a game-changing speed, so I'm excited to have him. And he's like a 4-star, I think. Defensively, Logan Taylor will be leaving as well. He's a senior, 87 tackles on the year, 2 interceptions. He's been a really, really good captain on this defense. Then you got Makai or Meki Pa. I don't. These island names, I don't know how to say them. I apologize. I try my best, but I know I butcher all of them. I try my best to name them and say them, but I just can't sometimes. He's a senior. He's going to be leaving as well. He had 3 interceptions. Manuma is a junior. Hopefully he comes back. He's been a big interception getter at safety, so I hope he comes back. JoJo Forrest will leave. He had 4 interceptions, including 1, I think, in the last episode, and might have even been a pick 6. Deion Washington, I really, really, really hope he comes back because he had 35 tackles for loss. That is unreal. Unreal, 35 tackles for loss. Cam Stone, I hope you go fall down. Jalen Smith hopefully comes back. He's been a good player on the outside. Elijah Palmer will come back. He's only a sophomore. Tariq Jones, I hope he comes back because he really stepped up at the last half of the year. Last maybe 4 or 5 games, he really made an impact. That's where a lot of these stats came from. And he's a really good player, so I hope he comes back for his senior season. Evan Johnson will be back. You'll be back, hopefully. A lot of these younger guys, or a lot of these guys down the board will be back. We are going to be losing a lot of corners, so we're going to need to adjust, or at least DBs in general. We're going to need to figure out that situation. And unfortunately, we are going to be losing Elijah Robinson. I like Elijah Robinson. I think he could be a big piece to the team, but he's going to be gone. So, good team. And then Leota, the senior kicker. I don't know if I've even gone after a kicker this year. Maybe we need to do that in the portal. That's a little bit worrying. I didn't realize our kicker was a senior. Cam Barfield had 3 kick return touchdowns this year, and all 3 of them came in the same exact game. So, very impressive by him. And that's what in turn led me to play him more as an actual running back. So those are our stats throughout this first season. Obviously, we don't have any records just yet. But if we go to our actual team, if I can I not, okay, there we go. I was going to say, can I not go to my actual team? But if we go to Hawaii's records, this is what we're trying to get. Timmy Chang, that's his name. We're trying to become Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang. We're trying to find the next guy. I think we can do that. We just got to recruit a little bit better. Devon Bess, very good pass catcher and touchdown getter as well. Maybe we can play a little bit, get somebody that plays better than maybe Matthias is that guy. Who knows? But we're trying, the overall goal of this series is to find the next Timmy Chang or Colt Brennan. We want that next in line. The lineage needs to continue from Colt Brennan to Timmy Chang to the next guy, whoever it is. I don't think it's the guys on our roster just yet. Maybe he's going to be in our recruiting class in a couple of years. Maybe this year. Who knows? We'll have to find out. But it is now time. Enough dilly-dallying. It is time for conference championship football. Hawaii versus Wyoming. This is going to be big. This is going to be real big. Either we will go to 10 wins on the season and have ourselves some hardware in our first year as the head coach, or we're going to go cry in disappointment with a 9-4 football team and have a unfortunate bowl game. There's a lot riding on this. Let's go see if we can get a W. Thanks to our good record, we have the benefit of home field advantage for the conference championship game, which is kind of wild, actually. I didn't think that conference championship games were played at home field advantage, usually because I'm a Big Ten guy, because I'm an Ohio State fan. So obviously, the Big Ten championship is held in Indianapolis in Lucas Oil. So usually I'm not used to a conference championship game being played at the best team's record stadium. But here we are in Hawaii for oh my God, I saw Circle a little bit too late. That's my fault. He won the entire way. I think that was Ashlock down the field. I wasn't looking at him until it was too late. I was looking at Steve McBride the entire way. But I like this. Having home field advantage for the championship game, the conference championship game. That's a nice added confidence booster. Oh, you need to stay up. Landon Sims was rolling on top of his teammate there. I was hoping he would stay up. I am aware that Wyoming is a tough team. I've seen plenty of times, plenty other YouTubers fall to Wyoming in their different saves. So I'm fully prepared to go to war against the Cowboys here and try to take them on and get our first piece of hardware in this dynasty, which I think could happen in today's episode. Now, I have not decided yet if we're going to play the bowl game. I guess it depends on if we sneak into the playoffs or not. Because if we're not in the playoffs, then we might as well just play the bowl game. But if we're in the playoffs for some reason, then we might as well make that its own episode because that's going to be important. Like, there's going to be a total of, what, 4 games? 3 games? Because we would sneak in not as an automatic bid, so we wouldn't have the bye. Oh, it's a wide open throw that ended up being risky. So we would have to play the first round, then we'd play the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the championship game if we were to make it there. So there's a max of 4 games we would play. Probably all in... Actually, you know what? I would probably save the national championship for its own episode as well. So max of 3 games in that episode. Which would be a massive episode if I did it like that. That'd be crazy. It'd be like 2 hours long. Oh, I'm starting to find the tight end a little bit more. I don't usually throw to the tight end in this offense, but I mean he's getting open underneath. Might as well take advantage of it if he's gonna be wide. Why not take advantage of it? And now we got Barfield in the game. A little bit more speed, a little change of pace, and he's gonna score the touchdown and give Hawaii the lead here in the Mountain West Championship. He hits a little Heisman pose. Respect it. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0. That's how you start a conference championship game. These boys want some hardware. They want to win a title. They want to have themselves, their names etched in history. It is Mountain West history, but it's history nonetheless. At some point, we probably will move conferences if we continue to win conference championships. Oh, look at the stadium pulse. We finally arrived at a stadium pulse that is at the max volume it can be. Now all we got to do is get ranked in the toughest places to play. But we're still probably a ways away from that. Probably a little bit ways away from that. But it could happen. You never know. If a lot of big-time teams... And number 17 for Wyoming feels like Josh Allen. Oh, my God. He spun underneath my tackle there. That was pretty cool. We had that man in the backfield. Number 17 for Wyoming feels like Josh Allen. I mean, he's a big white dude with number 17. He feels like Josh Allen in the backfield there. Hopefully he doesn't play like Josh. Well, I should say maybe he plays like Josh Allen by throwing interceptions. That's what I hope he plays like. Not the Josh Allen that actually is good. And makes plays with his legs and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully he throws a lot of picks. But that's, oh my God, that's a first down. We had the quarterback sacked. Washington was in the backfield ready to get him. And he just got it away right before Washington could make contact. That's annoying. Liberty won their game. Whatever game they were playing in. Whatever conference they're in, I don't know. But they won their game. So if we lose, we're definitely not playing Liberty. But even if we win, who knows if we still play Liberty in the... I don't think we would play in the New Mexico Bowl if we win. Because we'd be a 10-win football team. We deserve a bowl game that's better than the new... Oh, my God! That man got stiff-armed into the next century. And this running back just... put on a show. DJ Jones, 36 yards, and that was a highlight reel type of run. I got to stop focusing about what bowl game we're going to be in and start focusing on how to tackle DJ Jones because he's a menace, apparently. Oh, bad angle by the safety, but we did get it anyway, so got the tackle regardless. But not the greatest of angles from the safety to get to him. And Wyoming has gone down the field pretty easily on our defense. Another handoff to the running back. Oh, good tackle. He should have scored the touchdown. He really should have stretched his arm out and scored, but he did not do such things. And we got to bring linebacker blitz here. It's got to be Logan Taylor, middle of the field. Oh, it's not Logan Taylor. It's the backup, not backup D tackle, other D tackle. Paopa? I don't know. Don't make me say these names. I'm not good at it. I try my best. I'm not good at it. I don't want to butcher their names. But we do hold to 3 points. We hold Wyoming to 3 points, which is best case scenario considering they were like 3 yards away from the end zone, whatever they were. So huge W for the defense. Now, can we go back on offense and do the same thing we just did? Let's find out. Now, this play, last time I ran it, was like the first play of the game, and Ashlock had 1 deep. This time, they're not pressing as tightly as they were, so it's probably going to be McBride again, interception because he got pushed. Stupid. See, this is what, you know what I was talking about when we were going over the stats, and I was talking about how I throw a lot of interceptions because I make stupid mistakes and all that kind of stuff. This is on that level of making bad mistakes, but it's not really my fault. I mean, McBride gets bumped because there's a lot of traffic right here. It's Nishigaya running a route, which he runs into the Wyoming corner, Brown, and then that in turn bumps into McBride, so it slows him off his route. And then by the time I was going to throw to him, I thought he would just still be able to have getaway speed, Because right here, as I'm throwing the football, it looked like McBride was going to separate from the corner and be able to make this play. But then it never did. He dove, it was a little bit off target, and it goes right into the hands of the linebacker. It's just a frustrating thing that happens. People get bumped in this game and in Madden so often that it is probably the most frustrating thing that I have to deal with in these games. Except for, oh, good play. That wasn't even me. That was a good jump. The only other thing that would rival the frustration that causes, the players getting bumped, would probably be the roughing the kicker / punter. That's probably the only thing and that doesn't even happen in Madden, so that really can't be considered because getting bumped, your receivers getting bumped happens in both games when it's completely and utterly avoidable. The AI logic just doesn't work. It doesn't work on defense, it doesn't work on offense, it doesn't work in general. And so that's probably my number one thing that I get frustrated with the most. Or I guess it could be linebackers and safeties and corners making inhuman types of jumps to catch interceptions. That's also a very frustrating piece to this game. But it's just what you have to live with when you play games that EA produces. And I'm not saying that 2K or San Diego Studios or whatever are any better. They all have their mistakes and their game-breaking things that happen. No company that makes a sports game currently in the year 2024 is good. All their games are not good, really. Everybody has their errors and stuff. It's just what we have to deal with. As Wyoming scores a touchdown to take the lead because I'm giving them the championship right here. I need to focus up. If I want to win a championship, I got to not throw interceptions. And I threw one right there. Kick this to Cam Barfield. It seems like ever since Cam Barfield had that 3-touchdown game, every team has not kicked him to the football. And understandably, I mean, why would you want to kick to a guy who took 3 back in the same game? That's unheard of, that somebody would take 3 back in the same game. So why would you do it and risk him doing it again against you? So I understand why they don't kick to him. I want them to. And I got nobody here. That linebacker was playing the underneath throw to McBride the entire time, so that was never going to be open. Okay, let's focus up. Let's focus up. Let's focus up. Let's focus up. First quarter is about to be over. If I can get this underneath Tanisha Gaia, it gets a couple of yards. I feel like that he never really got open there. I was hoping he would separate a little bit better, but he never did, really. I'm going to go underneath to Landon Sims. I needed him to break a tackle. He didn't. I'm going to go for this. This is a very dumb decision. I should not be going for this, but I'm going to go for this because I feel like we can get it. And why can I not? Okay. I got to try to send somebody deep. And it's the end of the first quarter. Okay. It's probably for the best that I didn't call that play. It probably wouldn't have worked. Probably wouldn't have worked. But we get time. We get a little bit of a breather. We get a chance to refocus. If I don't get this, we're going to be down 17-7. That's just a guarantee. So there's a lot riding on this conversion here. But I can't punt this ball back, man. I can't because we need to... Throwing that interception on the previous drive just really hurt me. So I need to convert this. Senecal, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick Senecal. Big time conversion underneath. Nobody really tracked him at all. And we convert the 4th down. Whew. That had the heart pumping, that is for sure. Landon Sims going absolutely nowhere. They were ready for that immediately. They were ready for that. If we can't run the football as consistently as we need to, we're going to be in big-time trouble because that's really how our offense has been functioning past couple of episodes. Really good throw to Nishigaya. Nobody followed him. He was wide open over there. If it wouldn't have been to the sideline, he probably would have had 15, 20 extra yards after the catch. But because it was thrown to the sidelines, he had to fall down. Another throw to Nishigaya works. That gets us to 2nd and 1. Let's go back to the run game. We need to establish the run. It looks like they're going to stack this side of the box. I'm a little bit worried here. Give us the blocking we need. Landon Sims, power through, gets the 1st down and a couple extra. Okay. Good job, big dog. Ashlock's one-on-one with that safety could follow Nishigaya, which I hope he does. He didn't. He's tracking. Actually, he's covering both routes, which is another one of the. Every time I think I've said all the annoying things that happen in this game, I find another one. And it's corners and DBs and safeties and all those kind of players, and linebackers even, covering multiple routes at the same time. That is very frustrating. But luckily I didn't throw to him, so it didn't really matter. And now, if Landon Sims can get the good blocking he needs, we can punch this in for 7 or 6 and get the touchdown, get the lead back. Good job, Landon Sims. So now it's Cam Barfield and Landon Sims who have the 2 touchdowns today. The kick is up and good, and we're back in front by 4. Love to see it. Love, love, love. Let's send this ball away. 4:27 to go. If we can get a 2-touchdown lead or 2-score lead on Wyoming, I'm turning on True Clock and I'm wasting as much time as possible. I don't care if it's the second quarter. I don't care if it's the third quarter. I'm turning on True Clock and I'm getting out of here with a championship, with a conference championship. A win is a win is a win is a win, so I don't care. Logan Taylor, good tackle. A gain of 2 by the Wyoming running back. Let's see if we can get Robinson involved here. Got to get to the quarterback. Another, man, they are very run heavy, whether it's jet sweeps or read options that go to the running back. Like they're a very run heavy team. I've noticed that here in the first half, and that might be their downfall. Who knows? Or maybe it'll be their strength. As they're going to throw here, wide open underneath. It's a huge gain after the catch. Were we in a zone? We might have been in a zone that just nobody was following. I hope it wasn't man coverage because that man was absolutely wide open. Nobody within 15 yards of him. So hopefully it wasn't man coverage. Or I'm going to be a little bit more embarrassed. That's another first down. This running back is giving me some problems. This Harrison Whaley guy, giving me some problems. Although he's not even the guy that had the 39-yard run. DJ Jones, I think was his name. Something like that. DJ something. He's the one who gave me the big problems on the one run. But this dude's just impossible to tackle. Man, okay, he's getting good blocking, and he's hard to bring down. I can see why they're a big run game team, because they've got running backs that are hard to bring down. I think this is the DJ Jones guy. We do tackle him. Johnson makes the play, Evan Johnson. 2nd and 6. Do I bring a blitz? Is that even a smart thing to do? Because they could pop out a pass at any moment. They've just been so run heavy that it makes sense. Oh, it is a pass. It's play action, and he's going to get it off. Oh, I hate you. It was a super long play action, which almost allowed me to bring the quarterback down, but he just got it away as I made contact with him. And, of course, because it's the CPU making the play, it's completely on target. If I would have thrown that as I was getting hit, it would have been unbelievably inaccurate. Maybe even so inaccurate it would have got picked. Even if there was a guy 10 yards away from him, it probably would have thrown it right to him. But the CPU doesn't get those. Good tackle. 3rd and 1. Met him at the line and shut him down. Do they go back to the run? They might. They very well might. Oops, I changed the camera angle on accident. And they do go back to the run. I'm not sure why my guy didn't dive. I didn't mean to change the camera angle there. I'm not sure why my guy didn't dive at him. He might have had a chance to stop him if he... Oops, I did it again. I need to stop doing that. Play it, play it. I knew it was going to be something like that, but I got blocked on the edge. Another touchdown for Wyoming. Man, they're just... It's with ease. It's with ease that Wyoming is scoring these touchdowns. And they're back in front, but this time only by 3. And I think they get the ball, because I think we started with it. So, they get the ball to start the second half. We need to change the game here. Got to score again. But then got to play better on defense. We're just getting killed on defense, man. It's kind of crazy, actually. All right, we got one play before the 2-minute warning. Let's make it count here. I don't really like these options. I'm going to go underneath. Walton. I think I've thrown to Walton more than I've thrown to the other dude. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just making that up. That's probably a possibility. 2nd and 7. I'm going to go to the other dude. He's open. Turn up the field. Good job. Sometimes that doesn't really work and they don't turn up the field. They just run out of bounds. So I'm happy that he actually was able to do it. He gets the first down. I really should flip this play, shouldn't I? Stop doing that. How do I flip that? I got to go right here. Yeah. Okay, let's flip this play. Go to the side of the field that actually has a little bit more space. And Steve McBride, safety's going to try to help. Oh, but the safety didn't try to help. I hate myself. He went over to play against whoever just caught that. Nishigaya? I don't know. McBride actually ended up being one-on-one, and I think he did win his matchup. Why do they always do that to me? Can I make that throw? Yes, I can. This tight end's getting involved. I would say his name, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's F feet. I don't know. Who cares? I feel like I would know how to say it, but it doesn't. In my head, it doesn't work. So I don't know. So I'm just gonna say that the tight end is what I'm gonna do. Are you open? You were very wide open, but I got hit. Okay. Maybe I should have made that decision a little bit quicker. This is risky, because this takes away my only guaranteed route. And it actually is going to be an interception. Yep, I am the dumbest person on planet Earth. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Why would I audible my only guaranteed route, which is the Steve McBride underneath route, across the middle? I see press coverage and I instantly think my receivers can win. Stupid on me for thinking that my senior receiver with decent speed can win a press coverage at least once in the game. But he didn't win it, so that took away my only option. I was only looking at him. And then by the time I turned around, nobody else was open, so I just went for the check down, and it was an easy interception. I knew it was an interception at the moment I saw him, and I still threw it because I thought, oh, maybe it's not an interception. But it was. It was 100% an interception the entire time. And now I've given Wyoming the chance to either score a touchdown to make it a 10-point game or kick a field goal to make it a 6-point game. Either way, it's going to be annoying. And it looks like they're playing for the field goal? I don't know what they're doing here. They've got all their timeouts, and now they don't. Now they use one. I don't know what they're really trying to do here. I mean, that was a weird decision to throw that football where they did. But we will find out what happens on this play. I really wish my defensive line was a little bit better. Oh, just out of reach. There is a flag on the play, so it's probably coming back. Huge hit. It's probably coming back on a hold, and it is. So that helps out a little bit. It does stop the clock, unfortunately. But it is a nice holding call that sends them back out of field goal range. Now, if we can just keep them here, and maybe now with that field goal, they're going to play for the, or maybe with that holding, they're going to play for the field goal, or not. Oh, I missed the tackle. When he moved to turn up the field, it was weird. It like threw me off for some reason because he went the way that I wasn't expecting him to go when he turned up the field. So now they are back in a field goal range on a single throw. Tariq Jones, I missed the sack because I'm a stupid little boy. God, what am I doing? How did I miss the sack? He was free. It was free real estate right there. How did I miss the sack? Nobody even touched Tariq Jones. And I just dove right past him because I'm an idiot. God, I'm stupid. I suck at this game, bro. I suck. I suck at this game. I make YouTubers who are bad at the game, I make them look like competitive professionals who win millions of dollars in tournaments. I make them look so good because I'm just so bad. And at least we've held to just a field goal. That could have got a lot worse. But they get the ball to start the second half, so it is going to get a lot worse because we cannot stop Wyoming at all. Okay, so it is now 20-6 or 20-14. There's 1 second left. I got to try something. I mean, come on. I got 1 second left. If it's not going to be kicked to Cam Barfield, I might as well try some sort of magical throw and see if maybe we can have a touchdown. I mean, why not? I got to get the ball off, and I didn't even. It probably wouldn't have worked anyway, but, I mean, I didn't have enough time for the routes to get far enough down the field for it to even matter before I got hit. So we're down 20-14. John Michael Gillenborg? I don't know, man. These names are hard. Why can't it just be Smith or Brown or Carter or Vincent? Easy names. Why do these last names have to be so difficult? Where are these people from? We start the second half with the defense on the field. We got to play better. Got to play better. And we're already starting not great. So that's a decent carry of 4 yards for the running back. Come on, defense. We just need one mistake we can capitalize. I mean, this crowd is loud. I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it affects the AI. Probably doesn't, to be honest. I really was hoping that would be an interception. It's thrown out of bounds. So now it is 3rd and 6. Come on, crowd. Get louder. Get louder. Make some noise. He's wide open. We just don't have guys that can stay, and I missed every tackle attempt. Cam Stone's not going to bring him down. He's too slow. He did bring him down, but it's at the 2. Why not just let him go in at that point? Oh, I mean, our guys just can't stay. They cannot stay with anybody. We don't have the athletes. We shut down that run. Is that going to be a hold? What's that going to be? It is going to be a hold. Do I accept this? What do I do here? Because that opens up the passing game. I feel like I have to accept it. Just for the fact that anything can happen. Maybe they make a mistake here. It's play action. Shocker. They go with a little check down. Tackle broken. Down at the 7. Okay. Let's keep it tight. Keep it tight, boys. Get to the quarterback. Don't let anything beat you. It's a running back handoff. Shut it down. Good job. 3rd and goal. Good job. One more play. One more play. 3rd and goal from the 5. Oh, he's wide open. He's absolutely, unbelievably wide open. And it's a touchdown for Wyoming. It looks to me like Wyoming is going to walk away with a Mountain West Conference championship. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting right here. Is they're going to go for 2. They're not going to get it. Robinson shuts it down. 26-14. Game is not over by any means, but we have not played good on defense at all. So basically, the game is over. If the defense doesn't play good, the game is over, basically. That's how it goes. Nishigai gets to the 13. Not a great kick return, but it is what it is. All right, offense. Speaking of not playing good, we haven't played good in general. Defense or offense. We need to turn that around if we want to win this championship game. Stephen McBride in his final, what could possibly be his final game, although we're playing in a bowl game, so it's not going to be his final game. But his final game in this stadium, because obviously the bowl game's not going to be in Hawaii unless we play in the Hawaii Bowl. Landon Sims, we can still run the football. There's still enough time to run the football. And that did work pretty well. This could work, this all-go route. Doesn't usually work, but if somebody wins. They didn't, or at least not that I saw. So we'll go down to Landon Sims. Everybody just takes so much time to win off the route. That's why I can't wait for Matthias to get here. 96 speed, I'm expecting him to win every single time. And if he doesn't, I'm going to complain about it. And you'll hear it. Landon Sims, 3rd and 2. I really should have got a first down there, shouldn't I have? 3rd and 2, no huddle. Hand the ball back to Landon Sims. Great blocking, gets the first down. Good job, Landon. Really solid blocking there. I'm actually going to send Nick Senecal in a post because I want that safety to chase Senecal. He didn't. That's a drop by Steve McBride. Aggressive catch is the worst catch animation in the entire game. Why? That shouldn't be the case. Aggressive catch should be one of the better ones. Every time you go aggressive catch, it's a drop. And Steve McBride, oh, catch off the deflection. Why do my guys not win off the press? They're better than these corners. Win off the press, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to win off press coverage. Just once. Can Senecal get that first down? Yes, he can. Good job, Nick. Good job getting that first down there. That was massive. It's a massive, massive first down. And I might even send you up the middle. Or not up the middle, up the seam to get that touchdown possibly. That's a risky throw. Did they rough me? Oh, it's going to be a hold. No. The worst spot for a hold. The worst spot for a hold, man. Oh, you can't give me a hold there as we were moving into the red zone and everything, man. That's the worst time for a hold. It's annoying, but we do get a lot of that yards back with Walton. We're taking way too much time here. We should be scoring immediately. I feel like we're a good enough team to do that. We're just not. Underneath, it's an interception. It's out of reach. It's out of reach for Stephen McBride, and that's going to be the ball game, I would assume. I know we're only in the 3rd quarter, but, I mean, that was... It's an open receiver, and he didn't hit him. He overthrew him. So Braden Shager misses the throw, it's going to be a touchdown, isn't it? It's just bring him down. I mean, arm tackles are good. How do arm tackles not tackle somebody? Tackle him. It's another wide open receiver. I mean, our defense is just not existent right now. It's like Wyoming's playing with no defense on the field. It's like they're playing 11 on nobody. They're playing backyard football against nobody. Everybody's open whenever they want to be. This time the quarterback actually kept it, which is not something they've done at all today. It's usually always been a handoff to the running back, which I guess why they did it. But it didn't really work. He gets him a couple of yards. Nothing too crazy. We got to get a turnover here. Got to get a turnover here. How are we playing this bad on our own? Like, we got the home field advantage. How are we playing this bad? Very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. That's to the end zone. Interception. It's Elijah Palmer. Stay. 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 Do not try to take that out. You would only get us like a yard or two. That's a nice interception from Elijah Palmer. A very risky throw from the quarterback. I don't know why he chose that was going to be his throw, because it was not open at all. That was not open either. I don't know why that went the way that it did. We got to score here. We got to score. This game is by no means over, but it's just got to happen for me. Another interception, because what is that animation? What is that animation? I went aggressive catch to jump for the ball, and Steve McBride dives like it's on the ground. Like, what are we doing here? I know it's not a great throw. I shouldn't have thrown it that way. I understand that, but what is that animation? How am I supposed to get a 50-50 ball when I went aggressive catch to try to jump after the ball, and he dives after? What is that? Like, come on. At least give me a chance. Don't just... If you're going to screw me, at least try to hide it. And don't just do it out in the open. I mean, come on. At least give me an animation that can contest. I mean, he can still pick it off, but at least have it look competitive. Don't just have me dive completely the wrong way, like it was going to go past him. He wasn't even going to catch it if it went over his hands. McBride wasn't going to catch that. So, like, what kind of animation is that? Like, why would they give me that? And of course, it's not even the corner that intercepts the ball. It's the corner that is playing two players. He's covering three. This man right here has the ability to intercept this pass, to intercept that pass, and intercept this pass, which he ends up doing. He could have played all three of those routes, and anywhere I would have thrown, he would have been there. So that's just brutal. I understand that it wasn't the right throw to Steve McBride there. He wasn't open. Nobody was really open on that play. But I had to make something happen. And of course, we can't get a sack. How does he get that away? How in the world does he get that away? Why am I not allowed to sack anybody? It's just open again. They don't ever turn me into the guy that I want to. I don't know if it's a problem with the switch stick. I think I might be... The switch stick is like costing me interceptions because I feel like I turn into somebody, but the switch stick turns me into somebody else, and then I can't get in position to intercept passes. I feel like that's happened a bunch. Or I'll just turn into somebody, and it'll be somebody completely out of the play, even though I need to turn into the guy that has an easy chance at an interception. That happens all the time. Another play action. Oh, Palmer got cooked on the route. He had no idea what he was doing. He had no idea where he was going or who he was covering. And he gets cooked on the route, and then I tried to make the tackle. I completely missed. And we will lose the Mountain West Conference Championship here in year number 1. So no trophy in year number 1 for the conference championship. Probably a sucky bowl game. Now that we're going to lose this game, we're only going to have 9 wins. We're probably not playing Liberty anymore because they won their championship game. So who knows who we're playing. It's annoying, I'll say that much, but it is only year number 1. We haven't found our quarterback just yet. We haven't found our receiver, or maybe we have found our receiver in Matthias, but he's not on campus just yet. Ashlock just got cooked. 0 touchdowns and 4 interceptions is a brutal stat line for Braden Shager. A brutal stat line, and some of them haven't even really been his fault. It's just been like the game sucking. A couple of them have just been bad accuracy, I'll say that much. But like the one that he threw to the linebacker that was an interception that Steve McBride got bumped on, that wasn't his fault. The one that he just threw, the fourth one, on the vertical routes, that wasn't his fault. You know what? None of them have been his fault. And none of them have been my fault either. It's the game. I'm not going to take responsibility. Are you kidding me? I'm not taking responsibility for that. Have you met me? It's always the game. It's never my fault. It's always the game's fault. Just like that. That's the game's fault too. That should have been a touchdown. Why would you think I would take responsibility for that? You're crazy. 4th and inches. Hand the ball to Landon Sims. Got it? Yes, he did. He got the first down. I was a little bit worried there he didn't get it. But he did get the first down. I mean, what does this touchdown do, really? It doesn't do anything except for make the score look a little bit closer. Sims is in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Why are we cheering? We have no business cheering. I hate when crowds cheer when you score a touchdown down by so much. It makes no sense. Why are you happy? I mean, yeah, you closed the gap slightly, but you still got a lot of work to do. It means nothing. 33-21. Maybe a turnover quickly changes the game. I don't know. We haven't proven at all that we can do anything to this Wyoming offense. So why would I think that a turnover can happen? The only turnover we had was that interception in the end zone, and it was only because, what the heck are they doing? And it was only because that's the 2nd time Tariq Jones has been injured. It was one-on-one, and for some reason the quarterback threw it in the back of the end zone where there was no space. It was a horrible decision by him. Good drop right there. 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15. The crowd is as loud as they're ever going to get. Let's make some noise. Get to the quarterback. He's going to go deep ball. Cam Stone is the worst corner of all time. He's got 5 yards of separation! Cam Stone, I want you to go fall into the Grand Canyon with no chance of ever getting out. I mean, you are the worst corner I've ever seen. Every single episode, you are cooked. It doesn't stop. You are the worst corner I've ever played with, dude. I'm so glad you're a senior. Because if you weren't, I'd be encouraging you to transfer into the morgue. That's where I want you to transfer to. Because I hate you. God, you suck. He's just so bad. We need to get something going here. It just has to happen. It has to happen. It's pretty much over already, if we're being totally honest. 21-40 doesn't look like a score line you can come back from with 5 minutes to go. But maybe something can happen. Maybe a miracle touchdown can happen very quickly, and then possibly a turnover on the very next play on defense, and then it's like something's rallying. Like, I don't know. There are possibilities for us to win this game. It's not a likely possibility. That's a crazy catch. How in the wide world of sports did Ashlock make that catch? I need to see a replay of that. There's absolutely no shot I caught that. Are you being serious? Out of everything that's happened in this game, that's a touchdown? Pofeli Ashlock. I don't know if that's saying that right, but it's what I went with. How is that caught? I don't get that lucky ever. I don't ever get that lucky. How is this a touchdown? I must be in the Matrix or something, because there is no way I get this lucky. Usually this is guaranteed swat by the DB, and it's just incomplete. It just goes over his wrist. He's like wearing it like a watch. That's how close the ball is on the corner's hand. And then Ashlock catches it, stays on his feet, which is even crazier probably. Although this is a pretty crazy catch regardless. I mean, this is just insane, the fact that this is caught. I mean, look at this. You're going to tell me that this is a catch? This is almost a guaranteed deflection. And then he catches it, takes it to the house. That's unbelievable. I don't ever get that lucky. How did I get that lucky? I'm honestly shocked. I'm honestly shocked that I got the touchdown there. So now it's 40-28. So one part of my plan came together. We scored the touchdown quickly, decently quick. There's only 4 minutes to go. We scored in 37 seconds. I say that's pretty quick. But all we have to do now is get a really good defensive stop, maybe a 3-and-out very quickly, or a turnover or something, and maybe, just maybe, we can win this football game. It's not likely. It's very, very not likely, but there is a slight chance. That was a really delayed play action. They didn't choose to show me that the quarterback had the football until it was very late in the play. That was weird. Got to bring a linebacker blitz, but it's play action again. Wyoming is killing play action. Jump! I'm pressing the jump button. I missed the tackle to touchdown. Game over. I was pressing the jump button. Triangle is the jump button. How close do I have to be? If I'm throwing that, it's an interception. It doesn't make any sense. Look at this. If I throw this, if I even think about throwing this football, this is an interception. The DB jumps up and intercepts it. 1,000%. Not even 1,000%. 100 million%. Infinity percent of the time. The DB for the AI jumps up and makes this interception. But because I'm doing it, I can't press triangle and jump up? That's an easy interception. Make the play, Elijah. Jump and get it. How come my guys don't have inhuman jumping abilities or reaction time? That's unbelievable. Well, now the game is officially over, because now it's back to the same score that it was before we scored our touchdown. So, great. Fantastic. Tariq Jones, just stay out of the field, dude. Stay off the field. You've been injured like 3 or 4 times in the game. Stop coming back. Stay out there. Stay out on the bench. This has been quite the interesting, frustrating game. I will say that much. A lot of stuff has not gone my way. I kind of expected it to go my way because of the way that we've been playing in this series as of late. I thought, we've been winning so many games. We've been playing really, really well. We've been establishing the run. We've been dominating teams. Why not think that we're going to win a conference championship in year number 1? And I forgot that I was playing a game made by Electronic Arts. And when you think you've got some sort of consistency going, they just turn up the difficulty even higher than the difficulty already goes. So, very frustrating. And it doesn't help that I suck. Like that's also a very big hindrance into my success, that I'm a very bad player and I'm horrible at video games. But it still should be easy enough to win games, more than likely, and I just don't. I just don't win games. I'm very bad. I'm very bad. There's not many people worse than me. I will say that much. I'm probably the worst, if you think about it. If you compare all your favorite YouTubers, and you compare their game style and their gameplay to me, I make them look like unbelievably good players. It's crazy how good I make them look, because I'm just so bad compared to them. Even guys like Bangle, no disrespect to Bangle, Bangle's not good at the game, and he admits it. But he's like a million times better than I am. I make Bangle look like a professional gameplay guy. I make him look like he wins tournaments for $100,000 and $100 million. Like, I make Bangle look like a competitive pro. And other guys, whoever else you can think of that makes content that also plays the games, I make them look like studs in actual gameplay, because I am just the worst. It doesn't get worse than me. I'm being truthful with you. It doesn't get worse than me when it comes to gameplay. But that's why you come to the channel, to see me get mad at a video game. 4th and 10. We've got one shot here to go deep. And it's going to be Ashlock again. I get it away. It's going to be incomplete, isn't it? Yep. The safety makes the play on the ball, because why wouldn't he? And it is now ball game. I really should have just turned chew clock on and got out of here. Because, I mean, we weren't going to win the game even if we scored on that touchdown anyway. I should probably just let him score, shouldn't I? Just so we get the ball back. Although, apparently Chew Clock is on. Or maybe they turned it on. I don't know. But the accelerate clock just went crazy there. So, something's going on. There's a running back. He breaks the tackle. You know what? Pull everybody back. Pull everybody back. Let him score the touchdown. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They were going to score anyway, so why not let them score before it gets too crazy? That at least gives us a chance to run the clock out on my own terms. I want to do it on my terms. I don't want them to run the clock out. I want to run the clock out. So that's what we're going to do. 2 minutes to go. Can I stay on my feet for 13 seconds here? Nope, not really. Okay, let's just run the football and get out of here with a W. Or with a loss. Not a W, a loss. A very big loss. I don't know what it is about Wyoming. They're just really tough. They're a really tough football team. They may not seem like they are, but they are. Chew clock is on. 2-minute warning goes. All right, we got the chew clock on. We're just going to run this ball and end this game. I mean, there's nothing else we can do. Landon Sims, he's going to pad his stats a little bit. What does that really do? Nothing, to be honest with you. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't even count towards his season stats, so I don't know why it matters. But it's just a way to get his... It's just a way to get the clock down. So, Landon Sims, another carry. Down to the 47. If we would have just been competitive in this game, man. And we were competitive at the beginning. Like, we were going back and forth. We were going bam for bam with Wyoming. But then they just turned us over too many times. Too many interceptions from Braden Shager, and it was over. It was ogre for the good guys. Barfield will get the final handoff of the game, and that is it. Hawaii will fall in the Mountain West Conference Championship game to Wyoming in disappointing fashion. In our own home stadium, we lose the conference championship. It is only year number 1 at the end of the day. We can't forget about that. We have not got our guys in here yet. We don't have our quarterback, even though I think Shager threw for over 450 yards, something close to that. He just threw too many interceptions. Too many interceptions, and the defense could not stop a single thing. Like, there was only one turnover that we had the entire game, and that was because the quarterback for Wyoming threw it in a horrible spot in the back of the end zone where there was never going to be a catch. That trophy should be ours. That's just the way that it is. That trophy should be ours. Wyoming does not deserve that championship. They weren't the better team. They just got lucky that today's game was a game where our defense decided, we don't really want to decide to play. 442 for Shager with a touchdown and 4 interceptions. Horrible day from everybody. Very upsetting. It is what it is. We go to the bowl game now. I don't know what bowl game we're going to be a part of, but we go to some bowl game. Hopefully we get some more recruits. We got locked out of a couple guys. Yay! I love getting locked out of guys and guys committing to other schools. Taylon Hines is very close to transferring, and so is Senecal and Jones. I don't like that. That scares me. Shadur Sanders is your Heisman. Okay, good for him. Good for him. Deion Washington is the best defensive player with those 35 tackles for loss. So we do get at least some sort of award. I like that. Cam Barfield is your best special teams returner. He had 3 touchdowns in a single game, and he gets best returner. That'll do it for you. 2 awards. And we take on Indiana in the LA Bowl hosted by Gronk. Oh, what has my life come to? I'm playing in an LA Bowl hosted by Gronk against Indiana. I'd rather be in the freaking New Mexico Bowl. At least we get a couple of award winners. I guess that's pretty cool. All right, early National Signing Day. We can take a look at some of our recruits here. Morig still's not dropped out of Bowling Green just yet. Same thing with Kareem Bynum. It's Matthias Felix. I knew it started with an S. I don't know why it's F. I don't know why I started with fatigue. It's Matthias Felix. This dude's a stud, though. Can we see his development trait just yet, or is it too early? Star development for Matthias Felix with 96 speed at 6'5". He's going to be a freak. He is starting right away. That's absolutely what's going to happen. He's starting right away. We also are bringing in Zaire Tony, who's another wide receiver. He's only got 89 speed. We'll see how good he plays. He might get redshirted. We get Mafu Lotelele. He has impact as his dev trait. What does Zaire Tony have? Just normal. Okay. He's got 87 acceleration, 86 speed. He's a little bit raw. His man coverage is pretty bad at 67, but he's also a bust. Maybe he turns into something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Antonio Wells is a 2-star commit that is coming here. He's probably a little bit better right out the gates than Lotelele, but we'll find out. He's also got normal. Impact for Ramon Funk. Maybe he can be an impact on the defensive line. Normal for Antoine Binns. And those are all the guys that have committed to the school just yet. Star and impact for Ethan Morgan, Kareem Bynum. I wanted them both on my team. They didn't choose to come here. But maybe they'll choose to transfer out. Who knows? Some other guys that we are very, very close on. Shane McGarry, we are battling with the Buckeyes for, which is very scary. We lose out on Mixon. We lose out on Meekins. I really wanted Jeremiah Meekins. Shane McGarry, I think we can get. But we got to battle with the Buckeyes. It's going to be pretty tough. That's going to be a big off-season battle with the Buckeyes. We are looking to get Fetu Mama. He's going to be coming here. He's a 3-star, 6'4" wide receiver with 88 speed. So we're bringing in some decent wide receivers. We need to focus on corner, though. I need to probably add some more corners to the board because we're a little bit lackluster there. So maybe we go in the portal or I guess just the prospect list. We're bringing in Binns and Wells, but ooh, okay. So there's some new guys. So Trevor Singleton. What happened? Oh, I hit the wrong button. There's some new guys in the portal that might be interested in coming here. If we go to top interest, we've got a 1-star, a lot of 1-stars that are interested in being here. I don't want 1-stars on my team. I feel like we're going backwards if we add 1-stars to the team. There's got to be... Is it just 1-stars that are interested in playing football at Hawaii? There's that quarterback. We don't want him. This is kind of embarrassing. I mean, there's nobody here. I'll put the... Whoops. Did I add him to the list? Did I add that kicker? I don't even know. 32 out of 35? I have no idea. Let's just go by position. So, we need to go to corners. We've got Lotelele and Wells already. Who are some of the top stars? So, we got a couple of these guys. We'll add Singleton. We'll add... we already got Wells. We'll add this dude, Raleigh Croston, 2-star guy. We need to add some corners just for like depth purposes, really. So we'll add those guys, and then I'll add a kicker because I didn't realize we needed one. I've got 2 already, but they're only 2-2-stars. There is still a couple of 3-stars that haven't chosen a school just yet. Maybe we can grab them. I don't know. I guess we'll try. But I don't have any hours, obviously, just yet. But I've added a few extra guys to the board. We'll see what we can do in the future. Next episode will be the bowl game plus all of the off-season stuff. So maybe we can add some hardware in terms of the LA Bowl. It's unfortunate that we lost the championship game. We should have won that game, but we just played way too poorly to win that game. It was unbelievably bad. So hopefully we can turn it around in the next episode and win a bowl game. That'd be awesome. I guess we'll find out in the next episode. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.